Thanks for tuning in to Bourbon Drop. I'm your host, Myron. Today, I wanted to do something completely different from anything that I've ever done before. Now, I have recently dove feet first into the world of cigars. And if you're anything like me, when people find out that I drink bourbon, the first question that they ask is, do you smoke cigars? And I normally tell them this. I dibble and dabble. I've dibbled and dabbled over the years, but I just haven't found one that I like. One that just hits me right. And you guys out there know exactly what I'm talking about. When you hit a cigar, that first buildup of ash and harsh wood, that can be very off-putting to a new cigar smoker. A lot of us don't understand sometimes you have to toast the foot and then you're going to get those flavors initially and then it'll settle down, calm down, and it'll be a much better experience. But I am finding out that it also depends on how you store your cigars, because this thing right here, this is the Padron Anniversary 1964. Now, I got this out of the humidor, one of the sliding glass door humidors, at a place around the corner, the Tinderbox here in Waldorf. And from the first light up, this was the first cigar that gave me that just explosion of chocolate and rich, silky, sweet cream just from the beginning. So from first light up, you can have cigars out there that are very enjoyable. And like I said, I've brought some cigars home, and this is a small humidor. I'm just getting into the thing. You know, hopefully you guys will join me on the journey. Sorry about that. And, you know, just dive into the world of cigars with me. But this is my small humidor. I typically keep it at about 70. So I've put cigars in this thing that I've had straight off the shelf and they've been a little harsh, and then I've put them in here, let them sit for a little while, just let them rest a little bit, take them out, and then light them up. And from the first light up, they are amazing. Let's get it.
Bottle drop, bottle drop, bottle drop.
Now, the reason why you see this barrel dovetail here is because this was one that was not going to go on the channel. I happened to pick this barrel dovetail up for $59.99. Now that's, you know, 60 bucks. That is kind of expensive. You guys know my $60 monster, but this one right here, barrel, I was not particularly interested in because of the price and because of how many finishes it has. Now this is finished in rum, port, and Dun Vineyard Cabernet barrels. I'm a fan of finished products, but I am not a fan of over finished products, and I've said that before. Now it looks like that I've, you know, taken a lot out of this bottle, but no, I've drank some, but I've given out a lot to some guys at work. I gave out 3 2-ounce samples, just trying to see if I was off, and those guys weren't feeling it either. I didn't tell them what it was, and you know me, I don't like the dog bottles on the channel. So since I have been getting so many other bottles to review on the channel, I figured why put a bad review on the channel when I have so many other reviews that I need to get to. So anyway, I call myself trying to pair cigars and whiskey, and that's the thing that I want to do, because why not also be able to help you guys out in the process, and I hope you guys join me on this journey. So when I first lit this thing up, and like I said, from the first light up, man, it was excellent. It had a lot of mocha, a lot of chocolate. It was a nice sweet wood, vanilla, like a real rich creaminess to it. I tried to pair it with this. Now this is my limited edition 2001 Knob Creek, and it just didn't stand up. It did not stand up. The cherry that's in here, a beautiful cherry note. I mean, it shined through, but the bourbon itself just did not stand up to this Padron Anniversary Series 1964. Now, hey, I am not up on all of my wrappers and binders and where it's from. I know that this is a Nicaraguan Puro. It does have a Nicaraguan binder, it has a Nicaraguan wrapper, and it has Nicaraguan longleaf fillers in it. That's pretty much as much I can give to you at this point. I'm not going to go into what region or this and that, because at this point I'm still learning. I don't know. So, you know, if you guys know a lot about cigars, just chime in, man. Let's go on this journey together. Now, this is the 1964 anniversary Maduro, and when I was trying to pair it with the Knob Creek limited edition, like I said, it just wasn't working out. So since knowing that Joseph Magnus cigar blend is finished in 3 different barrels, I figured why not give the Barrel Dovetail a try, and it was magic. Magic, just like being outside. The reason why I chose the 1964 Padron is because from light up, I thought it was smooth. It had a very rich sweet wood mocha note in it that I really enjoyed. It just did not work with the Knob Creek limited edition 2001. Now, I tried my hardest, I really did. I thought that was going to be a perfect pair, and pairing whiskeys and cigars is just something that I was not prepared for. It is very, very, very difficult. So any help that I can be to you, please, please, don't be afraid to put something in the comments and ask me questions, because I'm new to this. And if you're watching this, you might be new to this. You might even be able to offer me some suggestions. But as far as I'm concerned, these two complement each other very well. They don't overpower each other. The Padron was overpowering the 2001 limited edition Knob Creek. That's why it didn't pair well. Now, that cherry note did come out, but once I switched over to the Barrel, it was a totally different animal. They complemented each other. The Barrel made more of the chocolate come out in the Padron. The Padron made more of the butterscotch notes, and the peach notes come out in the Barrel Dovetail. So let's go ahead, take a draw, see what's gonna happen, see if I can recreate the magic. Even on the retrohale, man, the retrohale, it's not super spicy. You do pick up just a touch of pepper, but that's pretty much it. It's got a really nice mocha note in there, a nice chocolate note. Then going over to the Barrel, the peach notes come through, the apricot notes come through. That butterscotch note just lingers in the background. Then you pick up a nice chocolate across the back. Let's go back to the Padron. There's also a nice sweet tobacco and sweet wood note that comes through. Now, the burn on this thing is perfect. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's a little wavy. It's damn near perfect. Now, when they review cigars, most people review cigars in thirds. So the first third, which I'm kind of through a little bit, the second third, and then the last third. I'm going to try and speed this thing up because I did get a couple sprinkles of raindrops out here, but the first third and the second third are very, very similar. Now, if I pick anything up, I'll let you guys know. Before we get into the last third, I just wanted to let you guys know the reason why I chose these two. Now, I chose the 1964 anniversary Padron because you can find it. Whether you walk into a cigar lounge or you walk into a vape shop, you can find it. And the same thing goes for the Barrel Dovetail. Now, the Barrel Dovetail, sometimes you can walk in the store and see this thing sitting on the shelf or see it sitting behind the counter. So those are the reasons why I chose these two. I don't want to choose something that you've got to run all over the planet for or pay secondary prices for. I think that you will really enjoy these two together. Let me know what you think down in the comments. The rain is starting to pick up a little bit, so I might get rained out. I'm going to try and finish it, but going into the last third, I am picking up more of a pepper note, a medium roast coffee, and more of a smoked oak note, and a little bit of cedar. Also, that butterscotch has turned into more of a honey and like a candy corn sweetness. This thing is really good, man. Like I said, watching some of the reviews online, I noticed that when it comes to bourbon, you get oak notes, you get vanilla notes, you get a lot of fruit notes, and I've never gotten really any fruit notes besides raisins in a cigar, but they tend to share some of the same notes as bourbon, so you would think that they would be just a match made in heaven, but it's not always the case. You have to find the right bourbon that goes with that right cigar. Like I said, the rain's picking up. I'm probably gonna have to take this inside, but I've had a great time. I hope you guys enjoyed this type of content. If so, like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget, let the whiskey flow. Never run out unless you're headed to a drop. Till next time.